whatever you do, you get better at. And a lot of your best lessons can be learned from watching nature. These are two ideas that were told to me when I was young, and I've kind of tried to always refine and develop my training with these two ideas in mind. It's made me play with all sorts of investment strategies and ways to try and get better and better at whatever I'm trying to do in life, mostly arm wrestling. It took me the last year and a half to this place where I've been in Way of the Giant Pumpkin. Most of you guys on this channel probably know what the Way of the Giant Pumpkin is, but for anybody who doesn't, it's basically I'm turning my right arm into a giant pumpkin. So the way you grow a giant pumpkin is you get rid of all the other pumpkins on the vine and you put all the energy in just one. And in a very simple way, that's what I've been doing, and I've been doing it in a very specialized way as well. Like, I'm just training for arm wrestling just in my right hand. And it's been probably the most interesting of all the fitness experiments that I've done. I would say overall, it's been quite successful. It's the first time in a very long time that I've actually managed to put on some size in my right arm. We'll see if it actually equates to performance on the table at a high level. I think it will. I still have, a little bit of doubts because, well, one of the things with this giant pumpkin training is I'm training it all the time, and I'm never really giving it a chance to really catch up and rest. So I'm like always pushing it. But, the thing with having theories is we're normally wrong. And the most fascinating thing about this last experiment for me was not my right arm. I'm happy with what's happened with my right. Very happy. And I'm really eager to test it out in competition, and I'm really eager to keep the theory going. But what's really interesting to me is what's happened to my left. So after the Wagner Bortolato match, which was a year and a half ago, I basically stopped training my left hand in the gym. So no homework, like no wrist curls, no pronation, no nothing. But I would still arm wrestle. Now, I didn't really notice a lot of fall off until COVID hit. COVID hit, and that meant that I was completely done with my left. My left did nothing. And that was March, so that's been a year. When that happened, when we started to arm wrestle again, my left was terrible, like really bad. But what happened was it adapted very, very quickly. Like within a matter of weeks, it would really quickly get really good. And and it was in a good place. Like, I was happy with it, but I never cared about it. My left, I never put any worry in it. My head was never in my left hand, never in my left arm. I never put any thought in my left. Now, I took another break when I got my blood clots. Took another almost month and a half period when I did nothing at all with my left. I, again, just went back to training my right, stayed away from people for a while. Got back with people, same thing. My left was bad. Within a few weeks, my left was really good. So what do I take from this? So the only thing that I do with my left hand is arm wrestle. That's it. I don't do exercises for it. So the volume that I'm giving it is super low. It's even more specialized than what I give the right, because in the right, I do a lot of supplemental exercises, which I believe are as accurate as possible to replicate arm wrestling, but they're not arm wrestling. Like, they're close. Like, I do multi-spinner, I do pronation work, I do rising, I do all the vectors that I think are the most important for arm wrestling, but they're not arm wrestling. My left is only arm wrestling. What I've noticed is, while I do believe that my right will, when it's time, come together in a really fabulous way, I really do believe that, my left is always ready, because I do not overtrain it even a little bit. It's super crisp. My left is just ready. Every practice, because I'm used to, my entire life, I'm used to doing like 3 workouts every single day, hitting the same muscle groups, just beating the piss out of myself. So me doing 1 or 2 arm wrestling practices a week with my left arm is absolutely nothing at all. So I'm always fresh. When I am on the table, it feels, even though it's a little bit underpowered compared to my right, it feels so coordinated. Like, arm wrestling's like the only thing that it can do. Like, it feels like it can hit in any direction without any fear of pain or twinges whatsoever. So it's gotten to me to a place where I am like rethinking things again, and I'm trying to question training. Like, if I get back to saying all the rules should be, derived from watching nature, I mean, as human beings, are we messing up by training so much? Or should we just be basically competing and like basically living a lifestyle that we choose? Training is something I do because I think that it helps me. But what if all I really need to do is exactly what I want to do? So that's a bit of a trip that I'm spinning about right now. It makes me think, at 45 years old, am I wasting my time? Have I been wasting my time training? Should I just be competing very frequently? Should I just be going out and competing once a week or so and not even bother? And at that point, adapting just super precisely to what it is I'm trying to do makes me almost think that there might be a lot to this theory. Maybe I don't even need to train. Maybe just go around fighting. That's it. Anyways, I'd love to test this theory out a little bit more with the left while my right is still on pumpkin mode. The borders are still a mess. Oh my God. I wish that I could just get on an airplane and travel wherever and train with people all over the world. I really miss doing that. But we got a great area around here. You know, if you want to come up and do your quarantine, you're more than welcome. But as a Canadian guy, so I'm in Ottawa, close to Ottawa. If you're in like a 2 or 3 hour radius, I got no problems with jumping in my car and coming to train. I'm training hard. I want to do a ton of table work between now and when I have probably one of the biggest matches of my career with Michael at the end of May. I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited. What an opportunity. It's, I'm coming from a place where many have said that I can't do it, where I've thought potentially I can't do it. So I really like that. It's great to truly be in the hunter's seat, because that's where I am. I am in this match the hunter. Michael is the champ. Michael looks fantastic. It's no doubt an upward climb for me, but I'm so excited about it, and I couldn't be more excited about the match, really. But it means that for the next it means for the next month probably, I want to get as much table time as I possibly can. So my right hand is really particular, and I want to do things a certain way. But party hand, my left hand is ready to fight. And I am so confident with it at the moment, like so confident. So if you want to do a challenge, I am so down to have fun with it. I'm saying, like, if you're in Montreal, Kingston, Belleville, Pembroke, or you can get to those places, because that's like kind of the places that I'm typically gonna be, going to over the next bit. I'll be visiting those places a lot over the next month. If you got 2, 3, 4 people, whatever, I'll beat all of you left-handed. Match. 3 out of 5. Every single one of you. Money. I'll crack everybody. Not trained. Just arm wrestling. Rested. My little party hand. I'm coordinated. But I will crack your entire team. So I hope, I was glad when Yannick stepped up, had the match with me. It was a lot of fun. But I recognize that I need more of a challenge. I don't think one person in this region is enough to stop me. Issue me the challenge. Party hand. 3 of you, 4 of you, 5 of you, whatever. 6 of you. Anyways, have a great day, y'all. I guess it's really just about doing what you want to do in this life.